Bros. So the energy from all these different zodiac signs, like everybody was on some other shit, some different type stuff. And I figured, why don't I do a collective reading to see who's gonna come out? It's like by now everybody think the Hangman gonna come out. We can just call him a diabolical Joker. Just call him Diabolical. That's his name for short. Okay? Because he's almost there in all the different readings. But you know what? He has something to get off his chest. Right? What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with some creative message. We don't know what's going to come out. We're going to see what's going to come out. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. So, as I was splitting this deck, I got Warrior Woman and the Awakening. So, you was fighting. Okay? Collective. This can apply to... When I title these particular readings, these are collective readings, but they're for, I say DF or DM. Really, it's just masculine, a simplistic way of saying masculine and feminine energy. Put it where it applies to you, because we all have masculine and feminine energy. That's all it is. And it's a collective reading. So it goes to any zodiac sign, anybody who want to learn from it. Sanctity. Could we please respect the sanctity of this game? Somebody is doing PDA, public affection. That's the 10 of Cups. And on the bottom, Page of Wands. You got the Seducer. Wait, this look like the same person. This look like, look. See this person right here? She got the shortcut, and then this person got the shortcut. But what I feel like is... This is a happy couple, young and in love. Now I hear Tina Marie, young love, why you wanna go away? Or something like that. And they go to strip clubs. Okay? So they do like tantric sex or like threesomes with people. If they like the dancer, they see if the dancer is down and they be doing threesomes and stuff like that. That's the vibe I get from these two cards by itself. Like, yeah. It's a new beginning. Like, I fight battles all day. Okay, I do spiritual upgrades all day, but it almost feels like a contradiction. But they're married, so they don't feel like it's a contradiction. Like, how you spiritual and you do threesomes? Well, there's an answer for that too. It's a walking contradiction. It's like, I know I'm beautiful, but I have ugly phases. How are you beautiful and ugly at the same time? I don't know. It don't make sense, but it works. Kind of thing. This is no judgment zone over here. I'm not going to confuse your mind or poison your mind about things that I think. I just read the energy. But this is a couple who's happy and in love. And then it could be one of them could either do this at night, or they like to go, that's some of their date nights, is to go to clubs. You could be in Atlanta, Georgia, or Texas, Amsterdam. I see Paris. I call it Big Europe. Okay. Certain spots in Florida. But this looks like New York. It's a big city. It could be there too. So as I'm shuffling these cards and minding my own business, I felt like talking to y'all. So, boundaries. What's that about? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? I feel like this is somebody who might let people in on their relationship a lot. And on the bottom, you have protection. Okay? Call back your power, cut the cords. Too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians. It gives me that vibe. Like, okay, so like the scenario I just gave you. This is a couple who likes to go to strip clubs as a date, as a way of exploring intimacy and just helping each other feel comfortable in their sexuality. Because if you look at the picture of these women, they're not zero size models, they're plus size models, but that shouldn't even make a difference, right? You should feel sexy at any size. So what I'm feeling, not even thinking, this is what I'm feeling. They're so rigorously honest. I just picked this deck up and you got the Lovers right there. I just picked up this gives me another message too, but I'm gonna keep this card. I'll get to it in a second. it's like being like open-ended conversation and questions, and people just talk about their life and what they're happy about. And so much of when you get to this part of their life that they decided to share with people, because they don't have to do that, now you got all these people trying to put you in a box where you're a free spirit. You don't fit into nobody's box. So it's like, wait a minute, this is getting way out of hand. I gotta call back my power. Like, I need y'all to just back off. But you know what it is? It's like, it's triggering these people. What I feel like is triggering them, because if you look at this card, the story of this card is the Lovers, and this is the Ancestors. This is courting, the courting phases. So somewhere during the courting phases, one or both of them could have found each other while going on dates with a man, because this is obviously a power couple, a lesbian couple, a same-sex oriented couple. Make sure I watch what I say. It's politics behind this now. And I'm not derogatory when I speak on it, but it's like both families kind of knew these girls are same-sex oriented, or this couple same-sex oriented. And you could be a man and going through this. Take it as a resonate. And they try to set y'all up on blind dates and stuff, like somebody from the church or somebody from the synagogue or something like that. But they found each other, and that was that. That was all she wrote. You know what I mean? And it's like it's frowned upon with their family. You know how sometimes your family can force an ultimatum when you want to be true to yourself and authentic, like the Lovers card represents authenticity. And it's like, well, you know what? We can go away and build our own life and just leave off of our family, because you're making me feel like we're the devil when it's really you. Deflecting your insecurities, your inner demons out on us because you're afraid to be yourself. And on the bottom of this deck is the Ten of Cups, and I'm taking it. It's like this could be your friends at work. This is a family-oriented card, but you know what? They went away and built, I feel like this is a couple who went away and built their own family with people who love and respect them and admire them, because they are voices in the community. I get that too. Like somebody who's a public speaker. You got the Ten of Cups here twice, so you're each other's emotional fulfillment. It's not a facade, it's not a phase, it's not trauma based. You're just happy and sexually free and comfortable in your own skin. And you know what? Ever since they made this decision, they've never been happier. Never been happier. It's like wedding bells. So what's up with the what's up with the page of wands? Queen of Cups. Okay, so y'all, this make me feel like this is a mature energy, and these are mature women. So there's a Queen of Cups, okay? One of y'all mothers was an exotic dancer. One of y'all got it in y'all to be this too. I told you it's at least one of them that know how to do this kind of stuff. It's very seductive. They're very seductive. They know how to practice the art of seduction. But likewise, the things your mother, I feel like one of you, your mom or family, don't have a problem with your happiness. But the other one, it's like you got to make a choice. And they went away. And on the bottom is the Queen of Pentacles. Yep. So I feel like you come from polar opposite backgrounds, because this is opposing energy, earth and water, but it's a balance. Or this could be, these two people could be, I feel like you come from families from opposite sides of the spectrum, because even their aprons, one is red and one is blue. You dig what I'm saying? So one of them is empathic and a healer and spiritual, very true to themselves, and the other one is like, if it ain't, I keep up with the Joneses. I do what is, I keep up with, I don't want to, who you are behind closed doors is one thing, but I still feel like you should show up as the perfect dynamic. So you still need a storefront. They live in a different time. You still need a storefront to hide who you truly are. And this person is like, this couple is like, no thanks, no dice. No dice. You still need a man to take a picture with, so people don't be all in your business attacking it. So that's where I'm getting with these boundaries card right here. It's like, I don't think it's people per se. I think it's the family that's just like all up, just pulling you in too many different directions. Here. Okay. That's fine. If that's how you feel about it. Let's see. Let's look at the moon cycles. What is it with the moon cycles? if you notice the moon cycles as they progress, your mood it does affect your emotions. Like the moon represents your intuition, your emotions. Yeah, that's why so many people keep up with the moon cycles. They know when it's a full moon, people be bugging. Like if you work in the medical field and it's a full moon, you can expect all your residents to start tripping out a lot more than normal, that kind of thing. What do you need to release? The climax that comes from a person that loves me for me and accepts me for me, that allows me to be me at all times. I don't have to have a storefront. That is the biggest climax that I feel like my mother figure doesn't have in herself. She doesn't have it. So she be quiet. So she deflects that onto me. And I'm going to have it for her because I'm going to teach her that there's a better way to do things. Meditate and contemplate. That fluid energy with the moon and Pisces over here with the mother, with the Queen of Cups. See, this person don't have no problem with this person with the shits, like in a good way. It's like, I'm in love with you. I love you. I come from a loving mother who doesn't judge. I'm not going to judge you. Like people tried to castrate my mother too. They tried to call her Marie Laveau, and Marie Laveau's not even a witch. She's a devout Catholic and a public leader of the community. Like people respected her. So that was just somebody who just judged her because they were scared of her. And they tried to castrate my mother like that because they was into her on a tabloid level. Alright. So what do you need to, and I put the what do you need to release on the side with the Queen of Pentacles. That side of that person's family is like raw, passionate, rude. They don't care. Like they judge. That's what they do. They do it for fun. Like there are people who just judge as a hobby. Muse of history. What would your grandfather say about the life that you're living? I would tell my grandfather, if you're true to what you say you're all about, you shouldn't be saying a damn thing. You can go pray for me if you want to. Yeah. Then you got astral traveling. It's like they match each other's wits. Okay? Because one of them is deeply spiritual and one of them is practical and grounded. They go by like the holy scriptures and things like that, the muse of history. And then you got Bessie Coleman here, who just liberated, free, first African woman, as well as a female, to become a pilot in her day. That's on the side with the Queen of Cups. The liberation is real. And she's an Aquarius, so that innovative nature is very real. So what they do is they collide worlds, and it works. It's very compatible, highly intellectual, mentally titillating. They get a couple other things popping, if you know what I mean. It just stimulates, well-rounded stimulation. Ancestors, yeah. Somebody brought up slavery to try to manipulate their child to go about things in a way that feels unnatural to them. Sorcerer. This is what the people think of the other person's mom. It's like they try to put her in a box and called her a sorcerer, and she wasn't. They try to assassinate her character. And I feel like this person is mirroring, these could be like soulmates, high-level soulmates, or some kind of twin flame dynamic where the same way they're weaponizing her mother is like two mothers, they're going to become friends through watching their kids get in a relationship. Because on this side with the pentacles and the ancestors and the muse of history, it's like this person brought up slavery to try to manipulate their daughter, because it's two women in the picture, or your son, that they didn't fight that hard or go through what we went through with slavery. That's a very sensitive topic for you to go out and make a spectacle of the family name. And you know what this motherfucker said? Because they quick on their feet. You notice I was just sarcastic a second ago when they asked what the grandfather would say. He's like, you know what? That was a choice. That is your choice to live in a box, and this is my choice to live in liberation. That's it. So let's ask, okay, so what are some empowering questions? And you know what's crazy? What's going to come out of all of this? In a massive argument. the mom on the side that's hiding behind her, that's like terroristic about religion. What is it that fascinates me so much that the thought or feeling of it won't leave me alone? Like, why are you so obsessed with what your daughter want to do to make you happy, or your son? And how do I put this feeling into action right now? Like, what is the obsession with trying to make them do things your way? How or in what way do I experience myself when I'm alone? Ritual baths, not ritualistic stuff. Like, even in religion, performing ablution is like washing your face, your hands, making intentions first, and pray and say in the name of God. You wash your face, your hands, your arms, your feet, your head. Not exactly in that order, but you wash your hands, your face, your arms, your head, your ears, your feet. It's in the Holy Book to do that, but to get ready for prayer. But you don't have to do that before every single prayer. It's like if you like go to the bathroom or something like that, that breaks your ablution, you know, or something like that, and you got to do that. But this person, you're gonna find out a dark secret about the parent that's on the pinnacle side, that's on the religion, the terrorist side. I call it the terrorist side. She had a brief affair with somebody in the church, and she was scared to live it in the open. That's why this is shadow. This was her, and it was a forbidden love and romance, and that's what she's projecting onto her child. And it's like a underlining sense of jealousy because she couldn't have her forbidden love, and the daughter or the son, taking her resonate, is going to go live their life in the open. It's wrong. It's two left shoes. Well, then they're going to be wrong together. What'd you say, son? Here, drink some of this. So as I was saying, that's what I get from the question about fascination. Five of Wands. It does. It entices jealousy, like I said, with the Five of Wands, that she can't have her forbidden love. But you know why? Page of Wands again. Page of Wands again. Because this person was way too hypersexual. And she thought that was fresh. She was just too stiff. She didn't know how to unwind. But you know what? These two parent figures are going to become friends because this person is going to teach her where she's too tight around the collar. And she got to relax. And she's stubborn. That's really her stubbornness is her weakness. Because she just want to release. What do you need to release is on her side. And Mother of Cups, like Queen of Cups is so on point with her intuition that people call her a doggone sorcerer. Listen. How or what way do I experience myself when I'm alone? She does her shadow work. She keeps herself busy. She works on herself. Ten of Swords is like ultimate betrayal, especially with that being accused of being a sorcerer. Like people probably left off of her to emotionally manipulate her. Ultimate betrayal. But she works on her health. Her mental health, physical health. You know, your mental health has to be intact for everything else to fall in place. That's what she does. And she just works on her craft. So, what I'm getting from this is a big lesson for these parents. Like the influence that you have over your children really led the way of how they end up living their life. You see that? And it's like the kids are going to come out as like, well, listen, we would have never had the heart to do this if it wasn't for y'all. Even in your own, even if the way that you taught the lesson is not very scientific, it worked. So your dream cards. It's like, what do you want? Like she started asking this Mother of Cups for help because it got to the root of what her problem really is. Now is the time to start doing what's good for you. Don't wait any longer. Life has an expiration date. Exactly. You don't need to justify or explain what you know to be true in your heart. Just, this is your life. your journey. Enjoy every fabulous moment of it. This is the advice. Like, she could be some kind of therapist, maybe a sex therapist. I don't know, but she's very gifted in what she does. She's very good at what she does. All right. Okay. What about your side, Mother of Phelps? No. Imagine that your heart opens a little more every time you breathe out. It's easier for you to receive your dreams with an open heart. That's why she is where she's at. She's at peace because she does a lot of her shadow work. And then you have taken everything life has to offer, the happy and the sad, and trust that you are always where you should be. Hold on. As I was saying, you know, she take everything, the good, the bad, you know, trust that you're always where you should be, and you are given the lesson of where you need to move forward and where the work needs to be done. They become best friends because of it. It's like the moral of all of this is, it's like they getting a second chance to do what makes them feel happy. And one of them is usually stronger. You know, it took for their kids to come out the closet, you know, really get honest. So even if it doesn't resonate in the way of same-sex orientation, it's like whatever you did with your life that's totally different and liberated and independent from what your family lineage does for a living by way of spirituality, professionalism. Like if they all work for somebody, you're an entrepreneur. If they're one sect of religion, you convert it to a different sect of religion, or it could be same-sex orientation. Anything, take it how it resonates. Like, what even made you do that? Life, happiness, peace. Okay, and I get that with the Ten of Cups and this Page of Wands. Like this Page of Wands is like somebody who's passionately, maybe even a little rebellious, but you're liberated. You follow your heart. Ten of Cups, Page of Wands is heartfelt. You have a young spirit. Why waste it worrying about what other people think? Right? Right. Close it out. That's right. You're going to be sitting there bored, disappointed at your 9-to-5 cubicle job. I have nothing against people who enjoy that, but it's not for everybody. Some people are meant to be on their own. Okay? And this is a luxury of just sitting there being able to just talk shit is fucking boring. Okay? And underneath that is the Eight of Swords. It's like a mental entrapment. Okay? I don't know who put some manipulation and mind screwed you into thinking you should be sitting your ass down, wasting the youthful spirit and calling this luxury. Okay? It's a major interference. Okay? When you could be like this, but you got to go get it. You got to earn it. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Hold on. Let me take one card from every single deck I got up here. Just to further, could you expand on your answer? What could you amplify, further expand on your answer? Yeah. Be courageous. Have the heart of a lion. And don't do that. And meditate after you pray. After you pray. Okay? I love y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I don't want to make it too long because you have zodiac readings too. So this is something I'm getting my feet wet in. I want to report the news, as they say. So it's like a little article clipping, and I'm going to tweak it as I go along because I want it to be like you're watching the news. I'm reporting the news. Okay? Until next time.